Alright, y'all, so this is part 2 of the Divine Masculine reading. Y'all, you gotta go back to part 1 and catch up, okay? So I ain't even gonna sit up here and try to break it down. But however, what I was asking is what decision is Divine Masculine circling around? And I got the Judgment card reversed and the Two of Swords in the reverse position, okay? And so when it comes down to it, it's like Divine Masculine could be avoiding the call, right? It's like a fear of fully transforming, okay? And it's like they're trying to delay the spiritual awakening or pretending not to hear what their soul already knows, right? The Divine Masculine isn't ready to be fully seen, right? But the time has come. And what I'm hearing is like not really ready. It's like ready to be fully seen in that light for some, but also, and what I keep hearing is like working with Divine Masculine, working with Divine Feminine. That's what I keep hearing. Because that puts this connection on the forefront, okay? The masculine, they're not stuck. They're just choosing not to choose, okay? So that's what's going on. But this blindfold that they got on is slipping, right? Because the indecision is costing them. It's going to cost them their peace, right? To the point where a decision has to be made. And how I'm hearing it is like the divine is saying it's no longer, like they can't stay frozen. It's no longer an option for them. Okay, so pretty much it's their wake-up call, right? So for the masculines that have not awakened, this is their wake-up call, okay? For the masculines who have awakened but still circling around a choice, this is a wake-up call, all right? So the old divine masculine can't walk. They can't walk where divine feminine is going, okay, like that. The old version of them can't even go with them to where they're going. And they already know the choice. So the only thing is now is like, okay, will you move? Because you know the choice now. You know what you got to do. Will you move? Okay? Because it's really going to be this transformation or this awakening, like it's full speed ahead. Okay? So Divine Masculine will be, jumping fully into service is what I'm hearing as well. Right? And for some of the masculines, it's like some of the recognition that they've been wanting, it has been on superficial basis, like the recognition that they may want from the 3D world. Let's just put it that way, right? They want validation or recognition on some things that may be like not spiritual per se. Okay, it's like those worldly desires. Let's just put it that way. But however, will the masculine move? Yep, the death card comes out. That's that transformation. That's that death to self. And so they'll eventually make that choice. But what I'm also hearing is, what is divine feminine not shifting on or not awakening to? What is being mirrored back to the masculine that's keeping them circling the decision? I got too many cards that fell out. So let's do this again. There you go again. The Hermit and the Death card. Okay, y'all, sorry. I know I've been stopping the video because my twin son is literally he's being a handful tonight, but I love it. He's 3, so it's all good. But however, divine feminine is avoiding self. Why is that? It's something that you got to go within about, okay? And so it's like you're reflecting the masculine's avoidance of self as well. And so when you run and hide from your own inner truth, it's like it's throwing the balance off. And that's how I'm hearing it. So it's like the divine feminine energy is literally trying to call divine masculine out of hiding. Okay, out of the numbness, out of the withdrawal, out of the overthinking. Because at this point, divine masculine really wants divine feminine really wants divine masculine to stop disappearing into silence, right? Like to really face themselves. So divine feminine is the actual mirror of transformation as well, okay? Divine feminine isn't who they used to be, right? So the divine feminine is not playing that same role anymore. Yeah, they're moving out of that role. It's like divine feminine is quickly evolving and really daring the masculine to rise or be left behind, for real. And the divine feminines are literally like, you know what, I'm going to move forward. They've made a decision to choose themselves, okay? And when divine feminine makes that decision to choose themselves, and guess what? And they move forward, it causes divine masculine to begin to make a decision to choose themselves, to release things in their external world that's no longer serving them. Okay, so this is like a soul level rebirth that will happen for both divine feminine and divine masculine, right? And how I'm hearing it is like there's one that says either evolve, or 707 on a timer, either evolve or be eclipsed by your own resistance. It's like this, like evolve or get left behind type energy. So what does divine feminine need to do? Okay, coming. It's time for divine feminine to come out of hiding, like to literally step into the limelight, to shine, okay? Not to back down, not to hide, not to shrink. Fully embody the divine feminine energy, right? It's time for divine feminine to hold space for the truth. And as divine feminine is holding space for the truth, then guess what? The transformation begins. And, you know, of course, the union is rooted in the soul, right? So it's literally how I'm hearing it, no more hiding for both, okay? It's just rise or release at the end of the day. Now, I'm going to get the mini baby boy out of the bathroom. Okay, so I'm gonna end this, but I do encourage you guys to really, you know, think about some things here. If you do want to get some type of coaching, reach out to me via my website. Okay, if you're feeling the shift, like literally comment rebirth below. If you feeling it, tag your counterpart if you can, you know, if this resonates, because I know, you know, a lot of times some of the masculines don't even know what the hell a twin flame is. But however, y'all, this is the time. It's time to rise. And I'm talking about really, truly rising and embodying that divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Like, this is the next step, right? This is the next step to our evolution, to evolving. Because, again, our soul's mission is literally to help other people to come out of hiding, right? To go through their transformations, to operate in their most authentic self, to heal. Okay, so that's our role, right? And right now, as we can see, whatever's going on in this world, okay, right now it's crazy. So we need the light bringers. Okay, so bam, thank you so much. Peace out.